Hey, y'all. Thank you. This is called Me, Myself, and God. God speaks through the language of desire. But if you grow up with the idea that you are not allowed to listen to yours, then you cannot hear God. You see, I still have this practice, this pattern of thought, this conversation, this resignation that happens deep down inside me every goddamned day. I am the blindfolded lady of justice. I have mastered the art of duality. Yielding the scales and wielding the sword, I carry refusal and desire. Because God still speaks, she is God. After all, who am I to stop her? And yet, I always try. It's funny, I have the audacity to think that I am not good at setting boundaries because I can't seem to do it very well with the outside world around me. Yet I do it all day long on the inside with me, myself, and God. So maybe it's not that I cannot hear her. Maybe it's just that I don't believe her anymore. And maybe I never did. It is pretty hard to trust an extended hand if every time you reach back, the hand turns over and slaps you. You see, I started off my journey with an act of service, so that theological request gets a little lost on me. I knew how to service men before I went to kindergarten. Now I have to give it up to God. She took my hand on those nights and pulled me through so I could survive, but I have this nagging feeling that I still have not reached the other side. It's just hard to hold on when your fingers are numb. I must admit that it's possible I may not have made it through to the land of milk and honey because I let go of her hand. I continue to let go and allow myself to float down the lazy river of disbelief and disengagement, a palm to her face. The only problem with that is that she keeps talking. God is a chatty bitch. You can even hear her in the silence. The audacity. She sounds just like me. I can't get a moment of peace anywhere. Even when I plunge her to the depths, muffled linguistic melodies rise to the surface and burst like bubbles from the breath of this prima donna who insists on continuing to sing at the bottom of this ocean called desire. Thank you.